Alright, I realize I'm a couple days late on this. You guys are actually seeing this a day after I recorded it and scheduled it. It's a report and a topic that's kind of spread like wildfire in this market, and for good reason. It's interesting stuff, but I also do feel like Conroy and the Brass are getting a bit unfairly judged by some, so I want to clear that up a bit too. So yesterday on Coast to Coast on Prime, Frank Saravalli was on, and he mentioned that Craig Conroy has been, quote, working the phones in recent days to try to add a center. Now, naturally this caught people's attention because, number one, at this point of the season, you usually don't see a ton of trade rumors, so when you do hear something, it tends to perk your ears up. Second, the team's 4-0, yes, but this is a team that's looked at as being in a retool, rebuild, whatever you want to call it. And the past couple of years, they've been moving out big pieces, and a lot of people thought they'd be doing that again this year. So to hear of a possible addition being in the works, you've got some Flames fans who are on team rebuild who are worried this is a knee-jerk reaction by Conroy to try to quicken the rebuild and take advantage of that 4-0 start. And to a certain extent, I understand the concern from those fans, because you turn back the clock 10 years to the 2014-15 Find-A-Way Flames, Cardiac Kids, making the playoffs out of nowhere. That's kind of what Brad Treliving did following that season, especially with the Dougie Hamilton trade. Now, there's a domino effect there. They were bad anyways, so they ended up getting Matthew Tkachuk. Plus, you could argue that the 5.5 years they got out of Lindholm and Hanifin was worth it to have made the Dougie Hamilton trade to begin with, especially considering the fact that they got more assets from Lindholm and Hanifin last year. But nonetheless, I understand the reluctance from some fans of giving up, in all likelihood, pretty high draft picks in a trade when you're in the middle of a retool rebuild. But here's the thing. This isn't a knee-jerk reaction to the 4-0 start. The Flames have been looking to add a center that, as Frank Saravalli put it, fits their age scheme, which I think just means young but can play in the NHL right now. Since the summer, I mean, remember when Martin Necas looked like he was going to get traded during the offseason? The Flames were reportedly in on that. So by no means is this, oh, we're 4-0, we're actually good. Let's add somebody to make us even better. No, this is and has been part of the Flames' plan. And some of the names being floated in connection to this are very interesting. Obviously, given that the Flames' preference here is reportedly a right-shot centerman, of course, Martin Necas is going to be talked about here. Even with the new 2-year extension, he doesn't seem to be too long for Raleigh. He'd probably be at or near top of the list, but he's not going to come cheap. I've also seen some wilder ones like Trevor Zegras and Jesperi Kotkaniemi. I've seen Dylan Cousins and Shane Wright's names thrown around a bit, although personally I'd be pretty surprised to see Seattle part ways with Shane Wright at this point in his development. Cousins, on the other hand, though, is a really fascinating one here, especially if Buffalo continues to slide. This is a year where they were really eyeing the playoffs. I could see them making a big move or two, looking to shake up the core if it looks like they're going to miss again, or even to salvage this season. Lots of potential moving parts here. This is going to be real interesting to keep an eye on as the season goes along. We'll see if they end up getting this mystery center. As usual, give me your thoughts in the comments. What an eventful start to the season for the Flames. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please consider hitting subscribe. You're awesome. I'll see you in the next one.